The rain fell that night, sharp and cold, cutting through the stillness. I parked a block away, staring at the glow of my house, its windows ablaze like a mockery of loyalty. Laughter poured out, glasses clinked, music thumped, and there by the gate sat my father shivering, his frail hands clutching his knees, his eyes clouded with confusion. He looked up as I approached, drenched and trembling. "Son," he whispered, voice quivering, "why won't they let me in?" That single question, soft and raw, seared into me like poison. For years I thought I had everything sorted: a devoted wife, supportive in-laws, a home I'd built with every hard-earned dime. When my mother passed, my father became my only true family. I swore to her on her deathbed that he'd never be alone. So when my wife suggested he live with us, I thought she understood my promise. Her parents came over frequently, too frequently. They had opinions on everything: how my home should look, what my father should eat, how I should act. I mistook their interference for concern, but real care doesn't come with strings attached. It began quietly. My father stopped eating with us. He'd sit alone on the back porch, gazing at the garden. I asked him once if he was okay. He gave a faint smile and said, "I think your wife's family doesn't like having an old man around." I dismissed it. Then one day I came home early from work. Laughter filled the living room, my wife, her parents, her cousins. Then I heard my father's door close softly. Moments later, her mother's voice carried through the hall. "Good, he's finally out of the way. That man reeks of death." "Your husband doesn't see it, but we do," another voice added. Then my wife murmured something that shattered me. "He'll be gone soon. I'll make sure of it." I stood outside that door, fists tight, pulse racing. I didn't confront them that night. I wanted to, God, I wanted to, but a voice in my head said, "Wait." From then on, I became a shadow in my own home. I smiled, nodded, played along. But every word they spoke, every smirk, every jab at my father I captured. Hidden microphones in the living room, cameras disguised as trinkets. Every conversation was saved to a secure cloud. While they mocked the man who raised me, I worked silently to shift the foundation beneath them. The house, in my name, was quietly refinanced. I moved assets, updated insurance beneficiaries, and set up a trust for my father. Every penny they thought they'd claim was redirected. Then I waited. That night, the night of their party, they crossed a boundary I didn't think they'd dare. My father called me, voice shaking. "They said there's no space for me tonight," he said. "Said the guests wouldn't feel comfortable." He chuckled, but it was hollow, laced with pain. I left work without a word. When I reached the house, the gate was locked. My father sat outside in the rain while they reveled inside, sipping from my glasses, eating off my plates. And my wife, she danced barefoot across the floor I'd built for our future. That's when I knew it was over. I guided my father to the car and drove him to a cozy hotel suite I'd reserved earlier that week. "Sleep here tonight," I told him. "Tomorrow, everything changes." He didn't ask what I meant. Maybe he sensed it. The next morning, I returned to the house. The party's aftermath stank of arrogance and spilled wine. My in-laws were still there, sprawled on the couches. My wife looked up, surprised. "You're back early," she mumbled. "Not back," I said calmly, "just stopping by." I set a folder on the table. Inside were photos, recordings, financial records, evidence of their greed, their cruelty, their schemes. Her father scoffed. "You think this will intimidate us?" I smiled. "No, but the eviction notice on the door will." They laughed until my lawyer stepped in behind me. Then their faces paled. The house was mine, legally. The trust I'd established insured it, and everything in it now belonged to my father. They had 30 minutes to leave. When my wife realized what was happening, she crumbled. "You can't do this," she sobbed. "I can," I said, "and I have." They scrambled, yelling, cursing. Her parents stuffed jewelry into bags. My wife pleaded, screamed, swore she'd change. But I didn't raise my voice or budge an inch. I just watched. When they finally left, the silence that settled was profound, purifying. I called my father. "Come home," I said. When he arrived, I handed him the keys. He looked at me, bewildered, eyes glistening. "This is your home, Dad," I said. "Always has been, always will be." He tried to speak, but the words caught in his throat. I saw the years of indignity melt away, replaced by quiet peace.